Alright, here at No Reserve we have our all original 1995 Ford F-250. It's a one owner. It's got a really hard to find 460 with a 5-speed manual transmission. All original Oxford white paint. No accidents, no repaints, no paint touch-ups or anything. It's extremely well taken care of truck. I mean, it's super clean. I mean, this truck shows better than some trucks we've had with half the miles. You know, it's got its original Alcoa wheels. It's got new tires on there. It's got this nice hard sliding tonneau cover. Let's see if I can get it to slide here. It retracts all the way in. And then on the inside of the bed, it has a Rhino lining bed liner. So it's in really good shape. I ran some errands with it, so there's a little bit of wood in the back that I'll throw away. But so I'll make sure the inside of the bed's nice and clean. We'll go ahead and go all the way around the truck. You know, it's an original paint truck. You know, it's 22 years old, so there's going to be some little imperfections with some small stone chips and stuff like that. But there's no clear coat issues, no paint lifting. It's just super clean. So we'll go ahead and start on the passenger side and wrap around. Little things I was talking about is a stone chip like that. Stone chip like that. Some of the pinstriping's a little faded. You got a stone chip right there, a little chip right there, a couple small chips right there, a couple small guys there. You got some, the outside door felts are a little cracked. This is super common. I mean, these mirrors weren't, you know, made, they're made pretty cheaply, and they still are. You can buy a brand new set of mirrors for about 30 bucks on eBay. A couple entry chips, got a little chip there. Not a whole lot of stone chips down below here. You got some tiny little guys, some entry chips. Again, very small, very little guys. You know, no rust anywhere on this truck. It is a super clean top and bottom. It originally was undercoated. Some of it's worn away a little bit, but it's definitely preserved it. You got a chip there. It's got diamond plate all the way around. This guy was really about protecting this truck. It's got a full diamond plate tailgate cap on top of the Rhino lining. But you can see the bulkhead is indented in. And always having this bed cover on, it's kind of like a canopy. Those trucks always have the nicest bed size because you don't have people side loading stuff. But you do got a little, couple tiny stone chips, a little scratch there, a little scratch and chipping there. There's a little ding right there with no paint damage. So like a PDR, paintless dent removal guy, could iron that out, no issue. There's something in the paint there, but that's just on top of it. Little chip, again a little chip right there, and then you do get a couple little tiny stone chips. Go around the back, there's a little ding in the aluminum panel. You got some chipping and scratches on the top of the tailgate. And again, this is just pinstriping. If you wanted to, you could you know, have it removed, or you know, spend the time to take it off yourself. Little chips there, little ding in the bottom of the tailgate. But back bumper's got really nice chrome, and these are still in nice shape with nice paint. You know, you got a couple marks, a couple marls on the top of the bumper cap, but still no biggie. The driver's side tail light's in really nice shape. It's got nice shine to it. I mean, passenger side, the driver's side's a little faded. Kind of a common thing. Got a little scratch right there. Got some little chips, and these are just super small. You can see them by the size of my finger. I mean, they're really small. You know, no rust bubbles anywhere, just beautiful. This truck doesn't have any dents. Like little chips. That ding on the other side is the extent of it. Little scratch. You got a couple little stone chips down along there. And for being 22 years old, I mean, this is just incredible. I mean, the paint between the body and the bed are just excellent condition, nice and clean. Of course, you catch some chips here from rocks flying up from the front tires. You know, you don't have any stress cracks on any of the cab. Little chip there, a couple little tiny guys. Those little chips. Of course, you got some door entry chips here. Again, you got some chipping down here from getting in and out, some little stone chips. And then you get, you know, kind of this area here kind of catches the little stones. A little chip right there. This is super little, guys. Again, same door issue. Door felts are getting dry. You can buy these brand new on eBay or through LMC Trucks, but I recommend replacing these. You know, it's about 30 bucks, same as the mirrors, but it did put some surface scratches on here, so you could get you can buff out glass, so people could do that, fix that issue. You have a little ding right here, and on the top you can see right there on the top of the truck there's a little soft ding with no paint damage, so it could be ironed out with, you know, PDR, paintless dent removal, or you can't see it unless you actually, you know, if you're 6'5" or something. Paint's lifted a little bit just on the windshield wipers, but here's a real common area to get clear coat and paint lifting, and it doesn't have any of those issues. You go around to the front, real common 90s truck stuff. The headlights are getting a little faded, a little yellow. You know, you have some stone chips along here on the valance. This always looks cool when somebody paints the coves the same color as the truck, but you do have a couple little stone chips. But you could just get some Oxford white paint touch up from like Napa or O'Reilly's and just run a bead on there, and it would basically look perfect. This truck did have a bug guard on it most of its life, so you just got a little stuff there. But other than that, the front fascia is perfect. You got a little chip there, and you'll find a couple little tiny stone chips. Other than that, the top of the hood is just immaculate. Got a little chip there. So we'll take you inside. It's a non-smoker, you know, pet-free, no odors, no smells. Tilt steering, 5-speed manual truck, which is just awesome. You know, manual shift, transfer case, all that good stuff. It's like a nice medium blue, but depending on the lighting, the camera will kind of do tricks on you. But you can see the dash is immaculate, perfect. All this silver is perfect. A lot of times these get real faded out. No cracks, no holes. Inside the headliner's nice. Driver's side door panel, no cracks, no holes. Really nice paint throughout the door jambs. Just a little bit of fuzz there. No rusting or cracking going on. You can see this has all your codes and stuff like that. Again, no cracking. Weather stripping still in good shape, doesn't leak any water. Door hinges are really nice and clean. They shut nice. Nice even lines. You can see perfectly body lines. Just makes that nice solid sound. You know, the carpets do have a little bit of darkening on the entry sides. I mean, they're kind of a, you know, the blue is going to take a little hit. But it's really hard to show on camera. Rear bench seat, they're all got a really nice color. Fold up nice. This folds out to be a flat platform. No holes in the back seat. The only seats that have any issues is just on the driver's side. Looks like maybe somebody sat in something, or sat in here with something in their pocket. But just a little bit of wear, but no holes, no real breakdown or flattening. So we'll go ahead and pop the hood. And the underside's really clean for a 22-year-old truck, you know, 176,000 miles. But these 5-speeds, the original paint trucks, and especially one owners, are just getting to be so hard to find, you know. Again, these doors just shut awesome. You know, all the glass is original except for the front windshield's been replaced. Again, passenger door panel, no fading, no cracks, no holes. Just perfect condition. Really nice paint throughout the jambs. You know, you do got some darkening on the carpet, some entry areas, but you know, most of it you could go through and scrub it out if you want to get crazy with it, or get a new. If you replace the carpet, which it doesn't need, if you replace the carpet in here, you'd have an immaculate interior. You can just see the dash is perfect. I mean, you'd have like new. I mean, it's really the only thing that shows wear, and it's kind of typical for any used vehicle, especially trucks. The first area it's going to show wear is, you know, your paint and your carpet. But the paint's in excellent condition on this. Body panel's never been adjusted or tampered with. It's got the 460. You know, it's not spotless, but it's what we like to keep it in its, you know, clean, honest condition. No Armor All sprayed all over the place. None of that stuff. So you can tell this truck's been taken care of, and it's just a beautiful truck. It's going to be going at no reserve. You know, it's a 95 Ford F-250 4x4 XLT with a 460, 5-speed manual, and needs absolutely nothing. Everything works, drives and runs awesome. So good. Alright, here we are in our cold start video of our one owner 95 F250 with the 460 5-speed manual transmission. Gonna grab a hold of the exhaust manifold there. Go ahead and grab the keys. You see how the lights come on. It's got a great sound to it. Just running nice and smooth. No shaking or ticking. No exhaust manifold leaks. Alright, here we are for our run and driving video of our 95 F250 one owner. Got all the lights going. It's got it idling. So to warm up a little bit, you can see the exhaust is burning nice and clear. The owner had the exhaust replaced, probably looks like a couple years ago. It sounds really good. It's got, I believe, a Flowmaster on there, but it's got a great sound to it. You see all of our lights are working. We make sure all the lights are working, even your license plate lights. It's 5-speed manual. Obviously the e-brake's doing its job. So we'll go ahead and hop in here. AC blows ice cold. You can hear that blower motor's just nice and smooth. We also do a cold start video, so you can see it doesn't shake or shimmy. I'll go ahead and actually pop the hood, and so I can show you. Some trucks and older vehicles, just kind of some will run different, cold and warm, so we like to show you're going to get the same thing. Runs nice and smooth, no belts squealing, no exhaust manifold leaking, no motor mount issues, shaking around, no rough idles. So just a super clean original truck. It's a manual shift transfer case, manual hubs. So if you're driving down the road, you need to go into 4 low. You can just pull down on it and go into 4-wheel drive, and you go back into 2. But if you want to be in 4 low, you got to completely come to a stop. We've tested it in a gravel yard. 4-wheel drive works great. All the fly windows are nice and tight. They stay in place. They lock. You don't need to put a nickel in there like some guys do. The clutch just feels perfect, exactly where it should be. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to hit the road here. We'll get on the highway, go ahead and adjust my seat a little bit, and then try to get the stereo going. It's got its original stereo. I mean, this thing is completely original. So sounds good, all the seat works. I mean, look at the buttons, how clean and crisp those are. Those are the things that, when I look at a truck, I just know it's been well taken care of. Get 176,000 miles, just a little over that. It's a tack truck, so you got your tachometer. First gear, super low. It's got great sound to it. You got your intermediate. You got your low. Let's see here, where's low? There's low. Got your high. I'll go ahead and turn those off so we don't burn them up since there's no rain. Power windows, nice and fast. So I know those have definitely been replaced because the originals aren't even that fast. So got your power locking doors. We've got the keyless entry, still works. I mean, look how clean the buttons are. A lot of times those are thrown out, so it's nice to see them still in place. It's a really tight steering. I mean, there's no play in this, no ball joint click. No white knuckle drive. Steering wheel is really nice. Usually a lot of these become loose or get holes put in them. There's no nicks. I mean, it's just nice and tight. Got a half tank in the front tank. Clicker down. The rear tank is pretty close to empty, just because it's due for transport reasons. Unless they come with a couple of full tanks. Most transporters don't like them to have over quarter tank fuel. So we'll go back to the front tank, but there is plenty of fuel in there. It's a little above E. But you can see this truck is just really nice and tight. Just goes arrow straight, really smooth tires. Tires are, were just done, by the previous, the guy that owned this entire life for 22 years. So, I mean, when we took possession of it, I mean, it was just dialed in. I mean, it, doesn't need an oil change. And anytime somebody goes to get rid of a truck and it's this clean, and that they just replaced the tires, did an oil change, they really loved it and took care of it. So I'm going to start on the second, just because it's kind of tendally, unless you're towing or going up a hill, we're going to be going down a hill a little bit, so I just like to start off in second. There's no grinding on this transmission, upshifting or downshifting. Just kind of medium shifts. Going into fourth. Really nice. Going into fifth. And this transmission is really tight. I mean, it's not sloppy. I mean, you find your gear, it clicks in. The synchros are really good. You got to pull hard. It doesn't just fall out of gear. But cruise control works. Foot's off. We're cruising. I'm going to turn it off. But what I was saying is, when I look at vehicles for sale, a lot of people know generally if they're going to probably get a vehicle in the next year, 6 months, or even 2 months. So I always know a truck has been extremely well cared for if somebody knows they're going to get rid of a vehicle and the window doesn't have cracks in it, the tires aren't blown out, it doesn't need brakes, it's clean. When we bought this truck, I mean, it was clean in the door jambs, it was clean, wheels were clean, no brake dust up front, new tires were armor-all. I mean, you could tell from, 50 yards out that this was a well cared for, beautiful truck. I'm going to go ahead and dip off here. You can see the brakes working. I'll downshift into fourth, downshift into third, and then I'm going to go ahead and stand on the brakes. You can see nothing's shaking. You can't hear the dash shaking. It's just an extremely tight truck. And it's a blast to drive with the 460 and 5-speed. If you've had one of these trucks, you know that it's if you're out cruising around or working or on your commute, it's just a true joy to drive. So I'm going to turn here. It's a sharp corner, and then I'm going to hopefully not get stuck in traffic and head back a little bit. So you can see temp gauge is coming up nice, good oil pressure. Just give it a little bit more than medium throttle. And then of course we're getting out in traffic here, but I was hoping to be able to get her up to some more speed and really hammer on it, but it's not in the cards. But you can see how this truck drives. It's just amazing. And there's no play, no tire wobble. Dash doesn't rattle. I mean, everything is very tight and sorted on this truck. That just goes back to, the original owner. I mean, most people don't keep a truck for 22 years since it was brand new, unless they really love the truck. I mean, that's just, when you have long ownership like that, this is a truck that was part of the family. It was loved, cared for, waxed, clean, maintained. So all right, this is going at no reserve, so good luck everybody.